We are Cabotwrenn Healthcare, known as Cabot Care, and in doing research with AAHD along with evidence-based design, we find that motion in chairs provides comfort in a stressful situation. Here we are with Randy Hayes, Director of Cabotwrenn's Healthcare Department. And Randy, let's just start with this rocker. You've had a nice response to this rocker at Neocon.
Yeah, it's surprising to me because when we developed it, we really didn't know how it would be received. And what we're finding is that we may be sort of in a movement away from gliders towards rockers.
Okay.
In all types of situations, in areas of the hospital. But it's just a very simple and fluid motion. It took the designer, Mark Getz, many different tries to get the right feel, the right glide. And as you come forward, it stops right above the arms, and it makes it very easy to get out of. It's almost an assist.
And it looks like you have two new recliners. Can you tell us about, now with Cabotwrenn recliners, we've always focused on design and comfort. What other features can we talk about with your two new recliners?
Well, you got to throw function in there.
Okay.
And durability. I mean, we have really sort of addressed what is the biggest problem or issue with recliners, and that is the fact that they tend to break.
Okay.
The reason I feel they break is because there's all sorts of gizmos and gadgets, etc. involved, and we have dumbed it down. We've literally created the most durable, simplest recliner that I could think of.
Okay, well let's look at this Provide recliner here, Randy.
The concept is an award-winning concept that came from high-performance automobile seating and the comfort that a Volvo seat may have, or a Mercedes seat, and it really comes from the side bolstering. And then we rounded off the edges and provided a nice platform rest for the arms.
Okay.
But then again, it is simple. There's no handles, there's no levers. It's intuitive because people look for a handle. When they don't see it, they simply push it back.
Okay.
Okay? Goes into recline and or sleep position very easily. But the key, the innovation, is really by upholstering over that pinch point. Your nurse directors and your staff nurses automatically recognize
And
this.
what pinch point are you talking about, Randy?
Well, actually, I'm talking about the pinch point getting footrest, which this is, represents. When a patient closes off the recliner, oftentimes they have pinched off oxygen cords, IV cords, you know, their sons, their grandsons' fingers, legs. Maybe a child is going to climb into the seat and sit with grandma, and they slip down through this crack. So by upholstering over it, not only have we eliminated the hazard, but we've added additional comfort from calf support.
Now, are most of the covers on these pushback recliners replaceable, Randy?
Absolutely. At all times, your back and your seat cover is replaceable.
Okay.
And then depending on, if you have a hard surface, it's not a replaceable arm cap, but if it's an upholstered surface, it is.
Okay, and then can you tell us about the inspiration with this quasi-wingback pushback piece?
Well, it's the same concept. It's the same mechanism. But again, we're going for a design feature that has been very well received, and that is the additional security of providing wings, particularly in the sleep position. Just get a great sense of security.
Okay, and then I see a couple lounge pieces over here. Are those part of your motion series, Randy?
Well, they are. And oftentimes people are surprised when they sit down because they don't look like the motion chairs. But particularly, we thought of surgery recovery and, well, excuse me, surgery waiting. In other words, as family members wait for the results of the surgery that their loved one is undergoing, it's a high-stress situation. Just giving them a slight flex. This motion has been proven to be a stress free.
All right. Well, thank you, Randy, for helping us with Cabot Care.
Thank you.
And I'll email you that link, because I can put that on there right now. Oh, look who's here. Did you see him? The doctor.
Hey! How are you?
You used to have trouble last night, Castellini said you were out running around somewhere. Oh, what?
I saw Mike at the coffee shop. I have been keeping extremely low profile.
Well, that's you, Michael. Yeah.
How are you? Doing well. Good. I saw a chair around back that I absolutely love. Sort of the lounge chair, the club chair that tucked it.
That's another John Black.
It is wonderful.
Thank you.
We need to make sure we get that in.
Okay.
How's my production coming?
Good. I don't know. I've been up here for a week.
I have emailed Emily Lowry, who is she's doing a good job.
No, the thing is, I really feel sorry for her.
Yes.
Oh my God! If there has been an aspect of our industry that has fallen down, it's the textile and the leather industry.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Edelman has known about this for months. I mean, overall, there are probably 24,000 square feet of leather, and and it's like every time I turn around, I'm getting emails from people saying it hasn't shipped, or it's come in defective, or they don't have it, or it's going to be another 6 weeks.
And they've known about this for how long? 6 months, 9 months?
Well, they knew the more relative quantities about 4 weeks before I called you.
Right.
And said,
Right.
it's coming. But and the thing is, what has saved us all is the fact that the client put together an unrealistic schedule, and now through their own efforts, they're having to delay that. So really, we're not going to be doing the majority of the installation until late July, August. And odds are they're not going to occupy the executive floors until probably the 39th floor will probably be in early September.
Good.
And but the executives themselves will not probably be till the second week of September.
That's good.
That is good. But it's all about this crazy leather. I'd have to ask. I'll introduce you to Judy. She's our head of customer service. She's here today, but that's been.
Oh, we're on it. I've already emailed Emily. I email Emily every day, and I'm in Bradley and Shelby. We're on top of it. It's not there.
If there's somebody that I may hire someday, it's her.
Who?
Emily.
I'll tell you, she's been very pleasant, and she's very fast. Even this morning when I emailed her, she said, "Here it is. Here's the schedule." Because well, I won't give you that. I'm not going to break it down, but she is very, very well organized.
That's nice to hear, because unfortunately in our industry that part of our business has been.
Yeah.
The thing is that most of these kids are underpaid. They'll get tired of doing this stuff, and I will say the majority of the dealerships, they want you to do everything for them.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right.
I'm just like,
No, that's right.
Well, they've cut corners, and they're.
well, everybody has. I mean,
True.
and the thing is, but it's like, we specifically went out to manufacturers ahead of time and gave them sort of an idea of the quantity and volume. Same thing with textile and the leather company. Oh, we are in stock, no problem, we'll have it, anytime, blah, blah, blah. No, And now the thing you find out, well, it was defective. Oh, our inventory wasn't correct. Oh, it's like, I'm just, and the thing is that when you go back to the client and say, well, what's new today? I said, well, nothing's new. Everybody's just continuing to lie.
Can I film this? This will be
Everything's just fine.
It's just
Yeah.
normal.
No, and it's like, I will say, it has caused me more time and more money, just to maintain and I'll say the technically the worst offender in my way of just business-wise has been Halcon.
Really?
They got a $7 million order.
Oh my gosh.
And it has been like pulling teeth to get shop drawings and review out of them. They have gone down to bare bones in their engineering and customer service. And I think we actually had the prototypes finalized and installed in early January. We're still receiving shop drawings.
Oh, Michael.
My word, that's 6 months.
That's ridiculous.
And the thing is, it's not like we've got a lot of, there's basically a left and a right and maybe 2 or 3 different, configurations. There's specialties of, I want a pelican drawer versus a lap drawer. I want this pedestal here versus that pedestal there type thing. So it's not like, it's just subtle design. They have to do shop drawings for every single office. And every time they send them to us, they're wrong. And poor Heather. I think she's going crazy with just red lines. And every time they send us something, until we receive this back with your written approval, production will not begin. And it's like, I about had it with their VP of sales.
Has it always been that way? What you used Halcon before? You've had positive experiences, of course.
The thing is that the last company that I had this great experience with that then went south was TUI. And the thing is that TUI and Halcon, I think, are one of the last semi-mom and pops that still produce great design.
Yeah.
But I think this economy just is really, you know.
It has.
They probably